This is a demo of the basic functionality of setting up and running a load test using Micro Focus LoadRunner Cloud. First, access your Micro Focus My account, and once logged in, you should find LoadRunner Cloud under Products, and you start by clicking the Launch button. The Home tab of LRC is the dashboard for the testing efforts. In the Get Help widget, there's direct access to the help pages in the ADM Help Center, which covers all LRC topics and is the first stop for help on any subjects. There's a Watch Tutorial widget that contains videos that will assist around certain subjects, and a What's New widget that shows everything new in the current release. The Get Tools widget contains links to download scripting tools like VueGen, CI/CD agents like Jenkins, and under Agents there is a download link to the OPLG agent needed to run load generators on premises. Two zipped up VueGen scripts will be used for this basic demo, and they are uploaded in the Assets tab. Click the Upload button and select the scripts from their location and click Open. If a new version of an existing script is uploaded, make sure to use the Reload button, otherwise the script will be uploaded under a new name with a number postfix to it. Under Assets is also where on-premises load generators are added, which is also covered in the online help documentation. Setting up a load test is done under the Load Test tab, either by selecting an existing test or clicking the Create button. Provide a test name in the General section, and that's all that's needed here, but there are also a few other settings that might be of interest, and they are all outlined in the Help section, which also covers the full flow of setting up a load test. Select the Script section and click the plus icon to add the previously uploaded scripts from the assets. Decide how many virtual users should run each script. And for the load profile, there are a few different ways to define that, but here the simple mode is used for this. We've defined ramp up, duration, and tear down timings. Verify that the runtime settings are correct for the scripts, mainly that pacing or think time is used in order to achieve any required TPS targets, and that logging is disabled. Since this test is using cloud load generators, different geographical locations can be selected. Different network conditions can then also be applied to those locations if required, and those are outlined here. There are of course a number of other features that can be added to a test, like monitors and SLAs, and those are again outlined and explained in the online help. The license cost of running a test is displayed by clicking the License button, and there is also a link to the online help explaining how the licensing works. When all is set up, start the test by clicking the Run Test button. During the initialization of the test, which takes a few minutes, the different stages of the setup can be seen in the output window. Once up and running, the new dashboard is displayed. Initially, there are 4 graphs shown, and in the metrics to the left, we can see the eye symbol showing which ones. Click the Transaction Summary button to display all the running transactions, which provides an overview of max, average, and minimum response times, number of passed and failed transactions, and the current TPS value. There's also a tab system at the bottom. Just click the plus sign to add another tab. Right-click on Total Transactions to the left in the metrics tree and select to display all transactions to show them all in the same graph. It's also possible to split a graph into 2 to add more metrics on the same tab. To see a specific metric, expand the metrics tree on the left where it's located and select it to display it in the currently selected graph. If a load test is using SLAs and they are broken, they will show up as SLA warnings. Click to view them and select one to show the graph highlighting the breakage. Closing one of the graphs and opening up the running virtual users graph, it now shows the ramp up, duration, and tear down of the test. And once all virtual users stop running, the test stopped automatically. Select the Report tab to create the load test report. Select what to include in the report. Any custom graphs from the dashboard can also be added if needed. Export the report as a PDF file. Wait for it to be generated and then download and view it. This has been a very basic run-through on how to quickly get up and running with Micro Focus LoadRunner Cloud. Remember, the online help contains almost everything there is to know about the product, so I would highly recommend you to make the most of it. Thank you for watching.